Hello there. I thought I'd show you my scrap room as it looks right now, and I'm starting from the bottom. As you can see, I'm using a bookshelf and I'm storing quite a lot of stuff in it, from the ceiling to the floor. And what I finished off today was actually reorganizing these Martha Stewart punches. So as you can see, it's an opening inside this bookshelf that I have used and actually made use of almost all of the wall there just to get room with all of these punches, and I just love these Martha Stewart punches. Here are my EK Success punches, and this is my last buy. Love that with those dots and circles there. Moving on, so this is one section in this bookshelf. Going to the other one in the middle, and here is where I've got my Cuttlebug and most of my dies, and also embossing folders from Cuttlebug and so forth. And here I store my big dies, alphabets and sort of random kind of dies there. And in this CD case actually I've got all of my Spellbinders dies. And I have put magnetic tape on a cardstock, and then I'm just making these pockets, making these papers to fit in these pockets, and I think it's quite safe a way to store all of your different kinds of dies. And at the bottom here I've got 6 different chests of drawers, all of them in red, and in them I store different kinds of stuff. I mean, in here there's some ribbon and a ruler and some strings here, more strings and such. Here are my leftover papers, color organized, and just let's go here, there are some flowers and just some random stuff, different kinds of stickers and so forth. Up here I'm keeping my different kinds of folded cards, and here are just some random stuff as well. And here's my printer, and here's a shelf that I'm using while I'm cutting papers, and there's room here for my score pen and paper cutter and so forth. Moving backwards, and you'll see the table that I'm working at, or with, or on, or at least I'm working here. So it's a bit messy, but I'm sure you can understand why it's messy, because we are so crafty, we crafters. And these red chests of drawers, I mean, these are just so handy. They come with a handle on top, and you can see the handle there, so it folds very nicely in there. And these are actually, at least 2 of these I always take to my craft events, and I store different kinds of stuff in here. And it's so handy actually, because you can just tidy them away quite easily. So these come in different sizes. Yeah, I've got these long drawers and these half drawers, and even these when you've got 4 of these on one row. And then I've got this bookshelf here with different kinds of chests of drawers and also different kinds of boxes. So see, I have become quite a fanatic about those red chests of drawers. They're very handy. So I'm keeping most of my stamps, different kinds of clear stamps and other stamps, and also different kinds of decorations and stuff. And here is my paper shelf, and it's 2 stored, or 2, yeah, it's got 2 stores anyway. And I have color organized them just to keep them in there, and this one also protects them from the sunlight. And here's my messy computer area, and there's my hubby's computer area, and finally there's another bookshelf, and all of these actually contain buttons. I just went mad a couple of years ago. And surprise, surprise, there's even more papers here. I just don't know how come we keep on buying all that paper, or at least perhaps I should talk about myself. I mean, I just keep continuing buying that paper stuff and I never get to use it. Well, in here I store my wood-mounted stamps and also different kinds of bigger stamps. And it's quite handy actually to have them out of the way because I don't want them on a shelf or anything. And if I go back, you remember this Martha Stewart place and then the Scuttlebug place. I actually didn't show you this area here. This is where I store my Tim Holtz stuff. Different kinds of alcohol inks, Distress ink, refill bottles, stickles, glue, glitter glues, and also some Perfect Pearls, Pearl Maker and Dapper paint, some embossing powders and distress colors. I mean crackle paint there. And down here I'm keeping my distress colors here, and I'm sort of making them work. And it's sort of an easy way to store these. And in here I've got lots of these foam pads and so forth. So this is what it looks like. I'm sorry for the flipping and flopping with the camera, but this was actually what I wanted to show you. My Martha Stewart storage, and I'm quite happy with it. I actually can fit almost all of them. This one is the one standing out. Alright, that's it for me now. Bye bye, until next time.